What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilkin. I'm coming back today with another danmachi video. Now, today we're going to be talking about Danmemo, and we're going to talk about the Grand War rerun. So, for this, I think I've got a pretty respectable team. Now, what I'm gonna, if you guys haven't been around for Grand War before, what I like to do is I like to build as much of a free-to-play team as I possibly can. Because of that, you can kind of see here how my luck has been waning in this game. I have not had a lot of luck on the banners. Admittedly, I've only gone about halfway in Finn's banner, and I need to go do the rest of those this week. But when it comes to Argo and Elise, they're at where they're at. In fact, Argo doesn't even have all of his purple stars, because I just don't have enough hero lights to make that happen. So, Argo's kind of a risky prospect here. So is Finn, frankly. My only two maximum broken units are going to be Bet, who will be my final unit coming in, and Haruhime, though Haruhime is going to be swapped out turn 1. So, we're going to see how this plays out, but I do have a way that I think we'll be able to handle this properly. So, let's go ahead and continue on. Now, Haruhime, we're going to go ahead and do her skill 1. What her skill 1 is going to do, obviously it's going to give us SAH charging, it's going to give everyone a big defensive buff. That'll help out drastically. And everybody else is just going to do their skill 1. Everyone else is a 1-2-3 build, so they're pretty easy going. So we'll just kind of move on with the show, I guess you could say. Now, like I said, we sacked Haruhime, so we brought in Winnie. Now, Winnie's skill 2 is going to give us a little bit of HP regen, it's going to give a physical resist, and it's going to buff our single target damage. So, Winnie's a bit of a... I mean, she's just going to give us so much here. It's incredible. So we're using her skill 2 for everything it's worth, and we're going to move everybody else onto their skill 2s as well, just because that's kind of how they're built. Here we go. Now, if you're wondering about Haruhime's buff debuff replication, we don't need it. On turn 6, they're going to do an SA that's going to wipe out all of our buffs and all of their debuffs anyway, so we just kind of have to start from scratch by that point. So, the good news is, however, this is the very good news, we have a way around that. So, I'm not losing sleep on that quite yet, but let's go ahead and continue on and see how this works. So, Bet is going to come in, and he's going to start his skill 1. And Elise, unless I'm mistaken, I think next turn she's going to have to rebuff. Yeah, next turn she's going to have to rebuff. Argo's good for a while, so he's not going to need anything for a good minute. So we're just going to move on to skill 3 with everybody else. So, yep. And Bet's skill 1. Now, the one thing you got to remember here with Bet is my only maximum broken unit. The really nice part about Bet's whole situation here is that, I mean, in essence, for lack of a better way to put it, he is our only limit broken unit, so he should be our strongest defensively. And I don't know if that's actually true, but come to think about it, my only Hero Festa unit is Finn, and he's only +1, so we'll have to see how that plays out. I'm thinking if I give all of the purple stars to Argo and at least one, if not 2 more bonds, and then maybe get Finn up to +3, I think this will go splendidly. I think we can S-clear it with that team from what I've seen so far. But as it stands right now, this is kind of where we're at. So, we're going to continue on. Turn 4, we're going to go ahead and do a skill 2 with Bet. Everybody else to stick with their skill 3 except Elise, who's going to come back and do her skill 1. In fact, let's see. Elise might do her SA here. Let's see. She gets high fire magic attack, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, 4 turns, 30% HP regen. So I'm definitely going to do her SA here. Seems early, but remember, she's going to buff everybody every attack she does. And she gets 4 turns of that. So that's going to help out. Plus, it's got an HP regen, which is going to be insanely helpful. So we're going to kind of proceed with this as such. Nice. It's a good hit. And every turn from this point forward, she's going to get she's going to give everybody a big buff. She gives everybody 100% strength and 90% fire damage. So whether they're lacking either one of those, she'll be good to go. All right. So in this turn, We're going to go ahead and go back to skill 3 with her. And we're going to go to skill 3 with Bet. Now, if you're wondering about Argo's extra attack, he needs to rebuff, I believe, next turn. We'll probably do that just to put his barrier up, because I think he gets a barrier on that turn. Let's see. Heal damage, blah, 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 blah. Extra actions. Does he not get a barrier? I thought he did. I guess he doesn't. I stand corrected. Let's see. Heal plus 70% for 2 turns, so that will be helpful. So we'll do his skill 1 next turn, even though I think that's probably a little wasted. That's fine. It's his heal with her regen will be fine. Finn, on the other hand, doesn't get extra actions, so we'll go ahead and do that next turn. Would it be worthwhile doing it this turn? We don't need it yet. But I will need his buffs again on turn 7, so maybe it's worthwhile here. Just to get that extra HP, because, like I said, he is going to need it. Let's do it. There we go. Now everybody's back at full health. That's the good news. And Elise's HP regen will help do that too. Now, turn 6. I'm going to go a little unorthodox here. Well, you know what? We're going to lose the HP, but they do 55% physical and magic resistance, and that'll help get them through the SA. I think that since they're so weak, we're going to have to do that. Just to try to keep everybody kind of on the same page before they go through this. So everybody's going to do skill 3 with the exception of Argo, who's going to do his SA just to kind of try to save everybody's posterior. Now we'll need to do this again here shortly because we need that SA gauge charging. Probably would have been nice to do it next turn, but since we do have oh, and look, they wiped it out there. So it wasn't even a factor. You know what? In reality, I probably should have saved that until turn 7. Everybody's in pain. Yeah, I really should have saved that till turn 7. So I'm going to go back actually here. And we're going to save that till turn 7 so we have that SI gauge charging. I think that'll be a wiser choice. So let's try this again. We'll kind of blast through this pretty quick. Because if you notice, what they did is they wiped out that... they wiped out everyone's actions first. So it wasn't really a factor. Here we go. Bam. Sometimes we have to mulligan these things. It's just life. All right, skill 2, skill 2, skill 2, skill 2. There we go. I like to just double check that everyone's on the same page. Okay. Bet was skill 1. Everyone else is skill 3. There we go. Now, Elise will do her SA. Bet is going to go and do his skill 2. Everyone else stays skill 3. Nice. Go ahead and hit that. And we're already chipping away at his health. So, or their health, I guess I should say. So we're doing pretty well. You know, it's not a huge issue. And even though it is 2 heads, it is 1 enemy technically. So it is single target. Okay. Skill 3. And she's going to do skill 3. So everyone's skill 3 on this one. There we go. Nice. And we're already, I mean, there's an outside chance we might actually be able to take them down. Let's see what happens here. So we're going to stick with skill 3 with everybody one more turn. And to get the SA gauge charging, I think next turn I'm going to do the SA with Argo, but let's kind of play this by ear because we're already on the cusp of wiping them out. I don't know how many more SAs we actually truly need. So they're going to hit hard here. Oh no! Yeah, we probably did need Argos. So I think the reality is we did need Argos SA there. I'm going to go ahead and do skill 1 here with Bet. Bam. I've got to rebuff everybody anyway, so we're going to go back to skill 1. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can do this without Argo. I'm not certain. I won't say I'm not inconfident, but I feel pretty confident. Once again, Argo definitely would do the trick here if he was just a hair stronger. Notice everybody, if you can't tell here, everybody's back to pretty much full health, with the exception of Lisa, and she's going to heal herself anyway. So we're going to go back to do everybody's skill 2. Bet does put up a barrier. Ooh, Elise, come on, girl. All right, so I don't think we actually need Bet's SA. It's a good SA. 50% per each critical rate and counter rate buff skill. How many of those buff skills does he have? He does have critical and counter up 80%. Let's see. How many more turns does Elise have her extra action? Carbine Wear is still good for 2 turns. So let's do an SA with these two. Let's see what Finn's got going on. Finn's is foes. Elise's is foe singular. So Elise might actually be better than Finn. Let's see. Fire resist down 60%. Heal 30% of damage. You know what? Let's save for a triple SA. Let's see what happens with a triple SA. Now, it does stink we lost Argo. Once again, if Argo was just a little bit stronger, we would have this. And it also stinks because we're lacking the SA charging. And that would be huge here. If we had that SA charging, we would be already built up. Let's see. Oh, we lost Elise too. Okay. That's not great. Let's go ahead and do a double SA here. Once again, and the downside is once you lose one unit, the dominoes just start falling. And Elise was our healer. Oh, here's another SA. Oh, but nothing. No effect. All right. Are buffs still in place? No, the buffs are gone, aren't they? Oh, no, buffs are still good. So let's go skill 3. They should still have all their attacks in play. You know what? We would have had... We would have completely had an S clear in our hands if we had played this right. Let's try this one more time, and I'm going to do one little change here. I shouldn't do this. I'm very, very, very low in hero lights, but we're going to get some more anyway. So I'm going to give him one more. I don't have enough to give him any more than that. Or do I? I might actually... Let's check the Sirius and Dolb exchange. Yep. Let's exchange that. So, technically I could... why not? You know, what am I going to use my Dolb for otherwise? So, how much Dolb do we have? We have 7. Let's do 3 of them. Let's give him a limit break and let's get him up to +1. And we will see that perhaps, maybe... Oops, not what I want to do. This might be the kicker. Because if you didn't know, the power difference between... You know, having 3 purple stars and having all your purple stars is the world. And we'll go buy a star bond real fast. Do an adventure star bond. I have plenty of these. I honestly don't even know why I'm holding on to them at this point. So +1. Just so you guys know, full disclosure, you know, this is all free to play. The Dolb I mostly got through our daily multis. By the way, we'll do our daily multi here at the end, so make sure you guys stay tuned. This might actually change things. Now, a lot of you guys often ask the Memoria, and I was afraid to show Memoria. I'm using the All Fire Thunder attack 6%, turn 6 to 10. All Party Strength, because we do need strength on this one, turns 5 to 10. And then All Party 10% HP regen 1 to 5. I'm going to change that to the SA Charge on turn 6. I don't think we need the early regen. I don't think it's important. There we go. So we're going to do the charge. Here we go. Slight change up on the team. One more try. Skill 1, skill 1, skill 1, skill 1. I'm really hoping here. So Winnie's skill 2. Everyone else skill 2. Funny how that works. Okay. Bet skill 1, everybody else skill 3. And now on turn 4, we'll do an Elise SA. Okay. Bet skill 2. Everyone else continues skill 3. Now, with this, with Argo now, I probably will not need to do his SA until after the dragons have attacked. Plus, we'll get 55% per turn, so we should be good. But we'll see how this plays out. Okay? So, skill 3 with everybody on this turn. Notice we are taking... Oh, like you probably can't see Bet or Argo's health. But it's not even dwindling at this point. They're barely being touched. So that's the good news. Now, this is the one that could get dicey. I'm going to go ahead and do... Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do skill 1 with Argo one more time. Null physical attack, null magic attack times 2. That won't kill the SA damage, but slow 70% HP. So he'll basically get a lot of healing. He'll get a lot of that. It'll help. I will still need to probably do that. Well, next turn we're going to do his SA anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But everybody else is going to stick to their skill 3. So that's the big change now, is that we're doing his skill 1, and he's a lot stronger than he ever has been. He's taking practically no damage. If you see what Finn's doing, essentially Argo is emulating that, health-wise. So the health between Argo and the health between Finn is about even. Let's see if it still is even after this. Argo's down to about 20, maybe 15, 20% health. Bet's about a 20% health. You can see that Elise's down there like somewhere like the 5 to 7% range. So we need to go ahead and do everyone's skill 1 again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the essay here. And this is going to give everyone physical magic resist and ailment resist and SAH charging. So that will help everyone survive this next turn, but it's also going to let us build up our SAHs a lot faster. The goal would obviously be to get a triple attack as fast as humanly possible. Okay. Then we'll do skill 2 with everybody. See, is there anything he needs from his skill 1? Doesn't seem like it. I think he's going to get everything from his extra actions anyway. So, skill 2, skill 2, skill 2. Yeah, everyone's going to do skill 2 here. Now, I didn't check. I don't think we have to beat this in turn 9. I think a turn 12 defeat is what we're mostly looking for. Yeah, we're right on par for that. So everyone's going to go and do their skill 3s. Here we go. Lisa's taking a lot of damage here. She may need to re-up her whole situation there just because she needs that HP regen. Let's see. She has... So her SA got overridden, didn't it? Yeah, she's not been doing the HP regen. She really needs that. Do we have anybody else that would do that? It doesn't think so. Let's see, physical damage resist, extras, fire resist, tag resist. Let's see. She should still have her 60% physical. Yeah, 50%. I'm sorry, physical. Let's do everyone's skill 3 one more turn. Hopefully we don't lose her. She would be a substantial loss at this point. Oh, Lisa, come on. Yeah, we're going to have to SA with her. We're not really going to have a choice. But I don't know if she's going to survive if we do. Let's see. Probably needed to do it last turn. Let's see. I don't think we necessarily need his SA. We've already utilized his. Okay, HP heal 30% of damage, strength match, fire resist. Yeah. You know, I honestly think just a double attack here might do the trick. Let's see. Boom. Boom. Nice. Okay. So I didn't need to go to turn 12. Now the question is the turn 12 finish the S clear? 9 turns. Okay. So we did need to do a 9-turn clear. So I was right in the first place. So we did have an A clear there. I feel like if we modify this a little bit, we probably could get an S clear out of this team. I probably just need a little bit more in Finn. If even that, maybe I just need to be a bit more aggressive about doing the SAs. I don't, maybe even saving Elise's essay, but I don't even know about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We're really close to an S clear here, though. This team can definitely pull it off. They just might need a hair more damage, but we're really, really close. Or maybe saving Elise's essay until after turn 6. I'm going to mess around with this a little bit more, but there you guys go. Really good team. Handles the situation. And an S clear with probably just another bond in Argo and in Finn. And like I said, I'm going to do some more in Finn. So if your Finn is +3, you probably have this in the bag for an S clear. So good stuff there. Like, comment, share. I'll be back with more Danmachi for you guys coming up real soon.